What's your shirt say? Dudes just, what? Dudes just taste better. Whoa! What's going on, bro? How you doing? Didn't see that one coming. I completely misread the room. I was wondering why when I told that joke, he was like, oh, that was me! That was me! Remember, I had the spirit figured! Well, thanks for being honest. You're gonna be proud, motherfucker. Let everybody know, motherfucker. Bam! I'm going to see Gary Owen and Lil Nas X next week. I'm thinking about all the gay artists now for some reason. Rocket Man. Always been gay, sir? Yeah. I say you gotta be born that way. You know, I don't think you just turn gay. Because I always like black girls. And people are like, why? I go, my dick is hard, motherfucker. Like, the same thing with you. Like, another dick makes my dick hard. That's him. My dick likes dick. Got dick on dick on dick. That dick on dick on dick. I'm just glad you're laughing about it. Some gay dudes be sensitive as fuck. Stop, it hurts. No, that don't hurt. You know what it hurts.
Your dad, how'd your dad do?
Which dad? Stepdad or real dad?
Ooh. The one that didn't like your mom. Your mom. The man that did not like your mom.
The man that didn't like...
He didn't like your wife.
That's both. That's both. They're both assholes, though.
I know.
My stepdad and my real dad, they both assholes. Because my dad wasn't around, but then I got in a couple movies and he started coming around. Weird how that happens. And then my stepdad was just a f***ing asshole growing up. Dude. I remember when I was like 7, he asked me if I was gay. I was like, I don't even know what gay is. I'm f***ing 7, bro. I remember he pulled me aside. It was like a real comment. Hey, Gary, let me talk to you, man. You can tell me anything. Is you gay? Is you gay? I go, what's that? He was like, you like playing with little boys? I go, I love playing with little boys. I want to play with boys all day. I love playing with boys. I started naming out boys. I like Paul and Mike and Jim. He's like, yeah, I knew it. I was like, what? You like playing with little boys? Hell yeah, I love playing with little boys. And then I got older. I was like 16. He asked me the same question. Hey, I'm gonna ask you something. Is you gay? Is you gay? I said, why you ask me that? Because I didn't remember he asked me when I was 7. Because now I'm 16, I don't really remember. He said, I'm just saying, you never bring girls around. I was like, we live in a trailer. I never bring no girls back to the trailer park. I'm trying to seal the deal, not fuck it up. I can't bring no girl back to this ragged ass trailer. Welcome. Oh, this can be yours. Bring no girl back to the trailer. You must be out your motherfucking mind. Double white? Yeah, my stepdad was a piece of work, man. He was an asshole, bro. He got in a fight at my wedding. My stepdad sucker punched my real dad at my wedding. Yeah, like we're sitting there like, we was just about to do the bouquet in the garden. I should have known this shit wasn't gonna work out. From the wedding day, because I remember I grabbed my brother, I said, man, let's have a drink real quick before we do the bouquet in the garter. Then we was facing this way, looking at the bartender. All of a sudden I heard, there's a fight! And I went. I turned around, there's my stepdad, my real dad. I was like, what the f? It was funny at my wedding because we had like 300 people at my wedding. We had 250 black people, 50 white people, and 2 white guys got in a fight. What are the chances? And then we had like security on the grounds, not for the wedding, but like to keep people away and stuff. And I remember I looked at the security dude, I said, what the f was you? He goes, dude, I was looking at the black people, bro. I didn't think the white people started fighting. I was like, oh my God, dude. You don't know the trailer park. Trailer park don't give a f. I asked my stepdad, I was like, because I knew he started it. I said, what the f you hit him for? He say something. He goes, nah, he looked at me funny. I said, you're lying. He looked at me, he goes, nah, Gary, it wasn't on my face. He looked at me like, I f***ed your wife before you. I went around with Gary's growing up, and I'm still at the wedding. Ha, ha, ha. I said, damn, he said all that in the face? I ain't never seen a face like that. That must have been a hell of a face. What kind of face we talking about, bro? I don't think there's any bigger double standard than the way a man raises a son and daughter. It's way bigger than women.
Yes, it is.
That's different. And there's so many examples that'll let you know there's a 180 degree. No, I got it. Why should keep yelling out, man? What the? She's like a Latino Tony Robbins. You are somebody. God, shut the please, in the most polite way. Even the transgender people are like, shut the f up. I got a deep voice. Hey, shut the f up. Whoa. You haven't sounded like that in 5 years. Well, she deserved it. Looking at the way. Can I get another martini? Shut the f up. It's 2 hours. I'm just kind of quiet now. Well, when that liquor hits, it hits. There's nothing you can do because she's looking around like, who's he talking to? She ain't know I'm talking to her. That's the point. This is pointless. This is pointless. Hope she's not driving. Cop gonna pull over. You know how fast she was going? I like spaghetti. What? I like spaghetti. With the bandera and the How long you been married, baller?
33 years.
33? Dang. You got that good for real. Got that good. 92? That's before cell phones. That's when you had to call the house. You had to remember the phone number. Remember you be at the club? What's your number? My number 909-512-3131. You walk around 909-512-3131. 909-512-3131. Hey, what's up, Gary? Shut the fuck up. 909-512-3131. 1, 3, 1, 3, 4. I need a pen, bro. What kind of fucking club doesn't have a pen? You write it down. Then you gotta hope you don't smear it in the napkin. Then you gotta call it, hoping the girl doesn't live with her dad. Hello? Hello? Is the girl with the good there? Oh, you talking about my oldest daughter. Your dad knows? Everybody know I got that good. Big wedding? 92? I was just thinking, man, there's some jams in your motherfucking. Somebody rockin', knockin' the boots. Yeah, there's some jams in 92. No, baby, no, baby. I went to a white high school and a bunch of white girls sung at the talent show my senior year. I was like, what the fuck is this? They was doing one step. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control. When something takes hold of me by my side, I just can't deny your love is. Then they got her knees, knocks me right off of my feet. I was like, what the f? It was so bad. Like they wanted the school to start clapping. And my school did just what you did. Hey, clapping that bullshit. Got that good. Just a good vibration. Come on. Remember that? Yeah, I fingered a girl to that song. Sweet temptation. I did. I finger banged a girl in the club one night. Just a good vibration. Every time I hear that song, I just want to smell my fingers. Feel it. Feel the vibration. Yo, Johnny G on the back up. Johnny G, up in the crack. It's funny how you hear certain songs and they bring back memories. Good vibrations. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Finger Bang. Dome Nightclub, Washington, D.C. It's just a good vibration. Come on. But you were getting ready for your wedding, and I was finger banging a girl in the club. Look how life. And here we are, 33 years later, just laughing together, talking. Oh, your kids are here? Those are your kids?
Yeah.
They came out the good? Came out of the good. Look how happy your boys are. Laid back, they ain't angry. That's what that good does. Good has laid back boys. You get bad. Those are angry mothers. Fuck, bro. Talking about my mama. Oh, your mama ain't got that good. Why you so angry, bruh? I'm just saying, man. My boys are gonna be laid back. They came out of some good too. Hell yeah, they did. Yeah, good. I don't know if that's a conversation you have with your boys though. Dad, what was mom like when we was little? Oh, that boys. I've had some pussy in my life, but never pussy like your mama's. That was that Japanese A1 Wagyu. That wasn't no sirloin from Ralph's. That was $110 an ounce. That's funny. That was the best line. You didn't hear him. He goes, never seen it, never touch it. I'm sorry, I'm a vegetarian. He was so adamant. Never seen it, never touch it. Sorry. I went too deep because he started dry heaving over there. Oh, stop. Oh. Gary, change the fucking subject. Marshawn Lynch's a scary motherfucker, bro. That motherfucker's scary. He punked me one night, straight punked me. And the classic Marshawn Lynch. It's the most classic Marshawn Lynch story. Like it was literally the day. So they lost the Super Bowl on Sunday, the one where he should have got the ball. Yeah. So I got a show Tuesday in LA. He comes to the show, and after the show I see him. I go, how you doing, man? He goes, hey man, you be talking about them black bitches. I was like, because I don't know where you stand. I'm like, is he mad or is he happy? I said, no, I only talk about one. I don't talk about a whole group. Then he goes, and then right as we're talking, we're actually having a cordial conversation, this dude just got in the middle of us. He goes, Marshawn, let me get a picture. And he got his phone out, and Marshawn goes, oh, I don't take selfie with dudes. And then the motherfucker goes, oh, so the dude had to give the camera, and then the dude tried to put his hand on Marshawn's shoulder. He slapped it. He's like, I was like, did you just slap his hand? He was like, oh shit. So then the dude leaves. Now me and Marshawn are talking again, and I go, are you from Oakland, right? He goes, yeah. I go, yeah, I was married at the time. I go, my wife went to Skyline. He goes, oh shit, I went to Tech. Skyline was a rival. He goes, if your wife would have played football, I would have ran her ass over too. I was like, and then I can say, I go, well, she didn't play football, so yeah, you would have never ran her over. She wasn't playing. She tutored a couple players. I had to go home and tell my wife, look, I ran into Marshawn, and I did not defend your honor. So if you hear it any other way, but I mean, he was telling the truth. He would have ran you over. You would have played football. We dated for 11 years. Whoa. What took so long? Sir? Is he allowed to talk? Or can he talk at this point? This been stone faced the whole show. He's smiling like a nice smile, but he won't laugh. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming. A man of few words. He ain't mad. He just comes in the bedroom, dick out. More in sign language. So what's Gary doing? Want some more? What do you want? Yeah. Oh, you want more pussy? No, mine's in the crowd. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But there was like 4 people no sign language. Like, oh shit! You know sign language, man? What's blowjob in sign language? Because right there, oh, it's right. It's like, right there. Oh, that was easy. What is this? What's penis?
Like this? And then on your nose. No.
Right on your face, huh? Right on your face. Penis is this? That's penis. What's pussy? You see a deaf married couple arguing? I did a deaf girl once. I did. Swear to God. Yeah, right. The guy you did in DC. I was in the Navy. I was 18. We met her out at a nightclub. I said, met her? Like, she was dancing. I walked up, I started dancing with you back here. You used to get behind a girl and dance. There was no cell phone, you used to get behind. Well, no IG, that's how you met girls. What's good? You couldn't get on your phone. Yeah, you get a nightclub at 9 o'clock, leaving at 1:30. This is long day all night. What's good? Get what? Cool. What's good? Just need that one. Hey! That's what I did. I was like, what's up? She backing it up. No, she's still backing up. She talks to me. But her ass never left my area. I mean, she into it. Well, come to find out, the club, it was called Traps in D.C. And it was huge, but they had small rooms. And I guess all the deaf people they would always go in one of the small rooms so they could feel the vibrations off the wall. So that's how she was on the beat, you know? And then it hit me when she told me that, I go, I was the only motherfucker in there that could hear. Talking, it was just quiet. I had twins last year unexpectedly. I mean, well, I'm not gonna say unexpectedly. I nutted in her. Yeah. Or they're always black. What the She said, "Are they black?" Duh. Does he suck? He turned around. They're black. They're black. She's gone. She's gone. She's dead. She died. Mouth open. Is it 8:48? 8:48? She's not gonna remember nothing. Both of them. I ain't never seen love like this. This is the kind of relationship I want. You're fucked up, I'm fucked up. You pass out, I pass out. I want a relationship like that. We all laughing at him. That's love on another level. Because he was awake, he was fine. He wasn't drinking, he was trying to calm her down, and then she went to sleep and he went to sleep. No. This is the greatest homeless couple I've ever seen. You're going to see them on 15 in about an hour. Underneath an underpass. Look, the entire staff's up here. What you going to do? Like, what do I have a meeting in mind? Do we wake them up? We wait till the show's over? Do we call an ambulance? We got the smelling salts. Let's wait till the show's over. They're good right now. She dead. Okay, no, they're up. They're up. So I gotta get up early in the morning. Find me another lover. Good morning, sir. They're back, baby. They're gonna be on the way home. She's gonna be like this. Hey, when are we going to see Gary? I thought you got tickets. We went up. You said we was going to see Gary on Friday. I'll probably get a message on Instagram. Fuck you not showing up. You drove all the way from Temecula. This is my Christmas present, and you didn't even come. I expect this at the late show, but not the early show. I was wondering why I got quiet. It was loud, 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 and it was just like, oh, this is a cool crowd again. I looked over, she was done. What? And it was right after my Diddy joke. She took that to heart. Right, look, hey, smack my drink, smack my drink. Thanks for coming, man. No, just let her sleep. Just let her sleep. She's in good hands. The staff's waiting to take you to the police officer out the door. And he's going to escort you to your car. She's going to be on the back of the cop car. You got a new car? She's awake. Welcome back. He was gone for a second. That's a good man. He went to sleep with you. You pass out, we pass out. She is definitely the Joe Biden of this show. She started off strong and just died towards the end. Woo! I'm going to change this country. So if you a dude and you a nurse, quit. I don't want you touching me, I'm in a gown. Just checking on you, Gary. I have brain surgery. Why the f*** you checking my leg, man? Gotta make sure you have the blood vessels to work. It's fine. How long you guys been married now?
8 years.
Oh, 8. That's good. Where'd you guys meet at?
Work.
Like, what's that mean? NASA? Chipotle? Or, are you an astronaut or you on the line? What are we doing here?
We both work at Amazon.
Oh, Amazon? Like the warehouse? That's good. You guys steal? You guys still like packages? You don't steal nothing? I couldn't do a job like that. I'd be ganging some shit. My house be off the chain. Where'd you get all these TVs? Scoot! Scanning. Scoot! Scoot! Every time Gary works, we miss it. Were you guys on the warehouse floor?
I was.
What was he doing? What was you doing? Management. You was looking down? Who's the new girl? Send her to my office.
Pretty much.
You like being on the floor? Would you like to be in management? Because management would like to be in you. Next day, all your friends looking around. Where the f*** she go? Now you looking down. Hey, girls.
Who's on your shirt?
Oh, Randy Moss. He got cancer. He beat it. So he got the hoodie. I just saw it online. He's a cool dude. He's a cool guy. So I was like, all right, I'll support. That was a great question. Thank you, gay guy. He's trying to look. He's cute. Who's on your shirt?
He raises a lot of money for cancer.
Oh, he raised a lot of money for cancer. Yeah. No, Randy's good. He beat it.
How's your relationship with your older kids now?
He's good. We're good. We're good. Yeah. Oldest is a gymnastics teacher now. He's not gay. The way the hands came up. He's not gay. He's fucking the other instructors, the girls. He's the only guy at the gymnastics school. Getting all the That was kind of a questionable profession. Hey, gymnastics instructor. He was like, ooh. Everybody doing good. Everybody, we're everybody good now.
How you got into comedy?
I always knew I wanted to do it, like stand up. I was in the Navy when I first started doing stand up. No, I was in the Navy. Here's a crazy story. I was in the Navy and on BET at the same time. It's crazy how I did it because I get to San Diego and I start telling jokes. My first day in San Diego, I was like, I thought you had to start in California. And I thought all of California was LA. I didn't know there was a Bakersfield, a Eureka, a Fresno. But you got right, I'm from a small town in Ohio. I never left anywhere my whole life. Then I joined the Navy, boot camp structured. So I didn't know about boot camp. I got to California. Only thing I know about LA is Boys in the Hood and David Lee Roth. I wish y'all could be California girls. He didn't say LA girls, he said California girls. I thought LA was just Baywatch and Boys in the Hood. That's all I thought it was. So I come out here, I'm in San Diego, so I get in a phone book and I called this place called a Comic Castle. And I asked the judge, I said, hey man, you got open mic? He goes, hold on, let me check. I'm like, huh? Puts me on hold and comes back, he goes, I can't find him. I know you can't find him. What are you talking about? Open mic, bro. This ain't a person. He goes, what are you talking about? I said, I'm a comedian. He goes, bro, it's a comic book store. This motherfucker was looking for a superhero named Open Mike. So he gave me the number of the La Jolla Comedy Store, and that's where I started going up. So I started going up. So then Z90 was a hip hop station in San Diego. I don't know if it's still there, but Z90 was a hip hop station. And then I was driving in my truck, and they was like, we're looking for the funniest black comedian in San Diego. So I called in. And I didn't say I was white or black. I just said, yeah, I want to join the contest. And I did put a little bass in my voice, I ain't gonna lie. Like when I called, it's like, Z90, I go, hey, this the contest? Yeah, I want to enter that shit. Yeah, all right, yeah, what time? All right. Like, what's your name? I was like, Gary. Oh, Gary just loses. I got the worst name to be intimidating, Gary. So anyways, I win the contest. First prize was an audition for Comic View. I audition for Comic View. I get on Comic View. I win Comic View. So now I'm the host. So people forget, back in the day, you would film the whole season in 1 week. We would do 5 episodes a day and 5 days a week. 5 days for 1 week, that's 25 episodes. That was the whole season of Comic View. It was done in a week. I took a week's leave, drove up to LA, recorded, came back down to the base. A couple months later, now they're airing the episodes. I don't even know I'm on TV. I don't have cable. So I'm a cop in the Navy, so I'll be waving cars on the base. I'm just standing there, like, all right. All of a sudden, a brother pull up. Was you on TV last night? Yeah, keep it going, man. Have a good day. I was thinking, motherfucker, am I on TV, motherfucker? Like, now I'm on BT. Now word's getting around the base. One of the cops is a comedian. Curtis Ganson called the head of BT. He was like, yo, I want to meet with you. I drive up to LA one day. Yeah, we want to make you the host. I go, oh, I still had 6 months left of my enlistment. They weren't filming for another 3 months. So I had to go back to my command and be like, can I get out 3 months early? I got a TV show. And they was like, okay, we've heard of some lies. This is a good one. So BET had to send my paperwork into my command. So now I had to go from a board. I'll never forget, the board was 4 people on the board, and it was 3 black dudes and 1 white dude. So when I saw it, I go, okay, this is the kind of board I want right here for this show. This ain't CMT, this is BET. And then right before I walked into the board, like the board meeting, like my chief was a brother. He was like, yo, Gary, we know what's going on. We're gonna make sure you're good. I go, I appreciate that, chief. So now I'm sitting in front of the board and I'm pleading my case, and I thought it was going pretty good. And the one white dude, the one warrant officer, he's like, no, I need him. Like, he didn't want to let me out. So like my ass was the difference between the Navy making it for the next 3 months or not. Like, if I'm not in the Navy's going for sure. But I wish everyone in this room at one point in your life could just have the feeling of empowerment that I had at that moment, because it hit me. I was like, wait a minute, I'm sitting there pleading my case, begging basically. Then it hit me like, wait a minute, I'm not asking, I'm getting out. I can care less. Honorable, dishonorable, I don't care. Because I've never been hired for a movie, TV show, or comedy club, and they asked me for my military record. It's never gonna happen. So I just told him, I said, sir, with all due respect, I'm getting out. I don't know, but this time I'm getting out. He goes, you can't tell me what you're going to do. You can't tell me what you're going to do. I said, I will do a line of cocaine on your desk. If that's what it takes, then that's what I'll do. That motherfucker stood up, what the f*** you say to me? What the f*** you say to me? And my chief was like, I think he said do a line of cocaine on your desk. Got out, bitch.
Lately, I've been noticing lately, you gotta be careful what you say everywhere because people get in trouble. I saw, with the YouTube and the hidden cameras, I saw Dog the Bounty Hunter and Michael Richards and now John Mayer, come and get caught saying the N-word, man. I don't say it, in public. I don't. I'm not gonna sit here and be one of these white guys like I've never said it. I've said this shit from time to time when I'm by myself and the door's locked, It messes you up too when you got black people in your family, because we'll be at the house playing cards and stuff, and it fucks me up when black people call me the N-word out of affection. Because I'm like, how am I supposed to respond, Or we'd be at the house playing cards and never fails drinking, Gary, just to let you know, man, you my what? Likewise, motherfucker, likewise, shit. I ain't that drunk. In fact, give me some coffee, baby. I almost slipped up. You almost got me, Teddy. You almost got me. 2 cards, please. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Gary Owen with the Get Some podcast. If you want to share this podcast with other people, I always tell people go to iTunes, search Gary Owen, #GetSome, or it's under Gary Owen United We Cast. On YouTube, my YouTube page is youtube.com/Gary Owen.com if you'd like to listen and watch it interactively. A lot to talk about today. Sorry the podcast is posting late. I had a few people mess me. I'm not going to be like thousands and millions or wondering where my podcast is. No, about 5 people hit me on Twitter. It was like, yo, where's the podcast at? I did record a podcast on Tuesday, but we had some technical difficulties, which happens in this business. And it just never posted. I don't know. It just disappeared in the universe. So I'm re-recording right now. It's a Saturday. I'm in San Francisco, California. I'm at Cobb's Comedy Club tonight and tomorrow. I got a beautiful view of Fisherman's Wharf. My hotel's great. It's Fleet Week in San Francisco, which means all the Navy ships and their sailors walking around everywhere. It actually looks like I'm in a World War II movies where everybody came home from war because guys are really wearing their Navy outfits. And I'm ex-Navy, so it's really taking me back. It's kind of cool, though, because every now and then the Blue Angels will be flying over because they're practicing for their big performance. I think it's today. And it's kind of cool seeing the power of that machinery up close because, when I say they fly low to the ground, it's low, and then you hear the power of the jets. Like, it was shaking the microphone in my cell phone. I've never heard that before, like my cell phone microphone literally shaking. And in my mind, I was like, God, they're just out here messing around, doing tricks and stunts. I was like, can you imagine being in a war zone and you hear that plane coming, knowing it's about to drop some bombs? There's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing. You are powerless when that plane comes by. And it just hit me like, man, I don't know how those guys do it. I guess people say, how do you get on stage and be a comedian? To me, it's just natural. And it's just what I like to do. And I don't know why other people aren't doing it. Same way I look up at them pilots, like, how are you doing that? How are you able to get in a plane and fly upside down and do all these tricks and land on an aircraft carrier like you do? I would be a nervous wreck and freak out. But anyways, I'm in San Francisco this weekend. Next weekend, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona at Stand Up Live, one of my favorite cities. One of my favorite breakfast spots is called Snooze in Phoenix. I discovered it in Denver. But if you are ever in San Diego, Denver, or Phoenix, go to this breakfast spot called Snooze. You'll thank me later. Best pancakes on earth. Never had none. And I'm gluten-free. They got gluten-free pancakes. On a personal note, my daughter went to homecoming this past week. And I tell the story on stage. She went with this dude. He's about 6'7", 260. I will say his parents are raising him right because they made him call me to ask my daughter to homecoming. It was just weird, though, because he's got a deeper voice than me. Hey, what's up, Mr. Owen? It's Paris. Really like to take your daughter homecoming. I was like, your parents named you Paris? They named you after a big-ass city? And so it was good. I got to go home this week. Last Saturday, I got to go home, and I was able to take her to homecoming. And I did miss out on a TV opportunity because I was asked to do lip sync battle to open up the Hip Hop Awards. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then I realized my daughter's going to homecoming, and I had to be there for that. So not to toot my own horn, like, look at what a good dad I am, but there's no way I wasn't going to be there to chaperone that first homecoming for personal reasons. But it was funny because me and my wife, we took them to the restaurant and they met up with all their friends. And then, I don't know, these dudes came into the restaurant that play high school football with this guy. One guy had to be 35 years old. I was like, okay. And when I see guys like that, and I was like, okay, the dude's 18, I get it. I always be thinking, I was a late bloomer in high school. Like, I didn't really hit puberty till the summer going into my senior year. And granted, I was always earlier than everybody else. Like, I graduated high school at 17. But I remember those guys like in 7th grade that all of a sudden had hair on their legs and like a little mustache. But what's funny is back in high school, I was like, man, I wish I could hit puberty, man. I want to talk to girls and stuff because I used to wrestle. I wrestled in high school, and I remember I was in 10th grade, and I wrestled. This is how small it was. I was wrestling 135 pounds in 10th grade, and I couldn't make weight. I was like 135 and a half, and I had like 30 minutes to lose a half a pound. So I was like, I'm just going to get in the shower and put the steam on and run in place, steam it out. And my guys was like, even my coach, just take off your underwear, man. Just take off your underwear. That's a half a pound. You're good. I was like, nah, just run it off. There was no way I was taking off my underwear, and they was about to see these bald balls. There was no way that was going to happen. They weren't about to see that 6-year-old penis. I hadn't hit puberty yet. I was like, you must be crazy. I ain't taking off my drawers. And you guys got to see I ain't a man yet. I never took off my drawers. I never did. I just sat there like, I'm just going to go run real quick. I was in the shower running my ass off like, there ain't no way I'm taking off these underwear. But I got to make weight. I just remember my coach and everybody's like, Gary, just take off your underwear, man. That's a half a pound. No way. That's not happening, coach. I don't know if you know me. Because I never got a shower. I used to never get a shower in high school because I hadn't hit puberty yet. So I would literally change my schedule. Like I remember my friend, back when I was in high school, we had gym class. You had to have gym class. And if my gym class was first and second period, I'd go to my guidance counselor. I got to switch this. I was taking classes I shouldn't have been taking because I didn't want gym class first and second period. I was like, well, Gary, the classes you want, and you want these college electives, you got to have gym first and second. I was like, we'll switch that. Looks like I ain't going to college. I'm taking gym class 6th and 7th period because I am not about to get a shower after gym class and let all boys in the locker room see this. They ain't about to see this bald ass looking like powder from the movie. You must be crazy. But I forgot what I was even talking about. I was talking about wrestling, making weight. I don't know. I got sidetracked with the bald balls, man. But what I was saying was all those guys that hit puberty early, like 7th grade, now they all got gray hair. They looking old. I still look kind of young. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pretty proud of myself to be over 40 and how I look. I don't look that bad. But I know all the guys that hit puberty early, yeah, they got gray hair early in life. So I complained when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I'm kind of glad I hit puberty late. So anybody that was a late bloomer in high school, trust you're gonna look younger when you get older. It works out. It all evens out. Just don't take off your underwear in the locker room till you get some hair on your balls. You take nothing else away from my podcast. Do not take off your underwear until you get hair on your balls, kids. It's embarrassing. Anyways, got a lot to talk about because it's been a tragic week, man. The week started off terrible in Vegas with the Vegas shooting. And then just yesterday, I get up and I hear the news that Ralphie May passed away, a fellow comic. And the thing about comedians is, a lot of times we don't see a lot of comics because we're always on the road at the same time. Like I'm in San Francisco and you know, there's another comic in Nashville, another comic in Baltimore, another comic in Dallas, another comic so we don't see each other that much. But I've known Ralphie for 19 years. I met him when I hosted Comic View in 1998, he came on. I think that was his first TV appearance. And I remember being in the editing bay and I was watching all the submissions of comics that were trying to get on the show. And I remember distinctly hearing the editors and producers laugh out loud at Ralphie's set. He was literally in a bar somewhere in Texas or Arkansas. And he was just standing there and they're like, this guy's different. He's good. And I remember seeing him, and that was the first time he caught my eye. And then obviously he came on Comic View and he did good. And then Last Comic Standing, he just, that was the first year Last Comic Standing was 2003. And even though he took second, he really came out the winner on that show because it didn't matter because he ended up having a career after that show. It showed who he was to the masses. And he's been touring ever since, headlining theaters. He had a run in Vegas, comedy clubs, and I'm not gonna be one of these comics to be like, he was my best friend, and blah, blah. We were cool. I didn't know him that well, but every time I saw him, we were cordial to each other because there was a time when, he had a certain flavor to him. He had a country twang and a brother twang is not that different in the South, and a lot of people would call him, he's talking black and stuff like that. And really, he wasn't. That's just how he talked. And on stage, your personality is just, I always say it's your personality on HGH and steroids. You just amp it up. So your twang is twangier. Your curse words, you hit them a little harder and you speak a little louder. And that's just who he was. He's from the South. And, he was a good guy. I never heard nobody say anything bad about him. I don't hear any horror stories of him on the road. Because, you go to comedy clubs and it's funny. I always ask when we're doing morning press, I always ask like the person driving me around, two things I always ask them. Who was here last week? I go, and who is a nightmare to work with? Like when they come to your comedy club, you're like, oh God. And I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but it's usually the same 4 or 5 guys. It's pretty, who they are. And it's funny hearing the stories. And Ralphie was never one of those guys. Everybody said they enjoyed Ralphie when he came to the club. So I just want to send out my condolences to his friends and family and the comedy community, man. It's been a rough year. We've lost some legends this year. I mean, Charlie Murphy passing away and Dick Gregory and Jerry Lewis and Don Rickles and now Ralphie. And it's been a rough year for comedians, man. It's just part of life. You're going to die someday. Ralphie was 45, so he's in my age group. He's a few years older than me, but not much. But it stinks because he had shows on the books. I mean, he just performed the night before he passed away. And the thing about being on the road is, people think it's all fun and games being a comedian, but it wears on your body, man. It's a wear and tear because you're on planes and you're in cars and you're staying in different hotels and the beds are different. And you're away from your family. You miss a lot of things. And it's funny when you first get on the road as a comic, most comics probably in their 20s. Like I was in my early to mid 20s when I first started getting on the road as a headliner. And it's funny because I was always looking for the bars and the nightclubs and where's the hip spots to be at. And hopefully I can run into some celebrities or basketball players or football players and stuff like that. And then you get older, when you hit 40 like I am, you start looking for the coffee shops and the breakfast spots. And like, I'm looking for gyms now. Not that I want to get all swollen and stuff. I just want to sweat. I just want to release some of these toxins in my body. And it's funny, like that's what I look for now. I like a hotel with obviously you like nice hotels, but you like hotels with good gyms because usually they're not crowded. Nobody's in there. And I'm telling on myself, but I always wear one of those wetsuit tops. It's like I think I got it at Walmart. And it just makes you sweat extra hard on the elliptical. And whenever I leave the elliptical, it's disgusting. I'm disgusting. It's disgusting. Everything's wet around it. It's a puddle on both sides. Like I'll have people walk in the gym and just leave because sweat is just flying. And it's funny. So to all the comics out there, man, just, take care of yourself on the road. There's nothing wrong with having a drink every now and then. And I'm not naive, but just make sure you're aware of your body, go to the doctor and everything else, because it's a wear and tear, man. And the thing about it is we really are a close-knit group as comics. We may not see each other all the time, but you can tell when shit hits the fan, we come together. There was a comic who went in the hospital and couldn't go on the road for like 6 months. And I remember he made a post saying, I'm going to swallow my pride and just ask for money on it. He started a GoFundMe page. And it was like, none of us comics blinked an eye. None of us was like, oh, he didn't manage his money right or nothing. Everybody just donated. It's cool. Like I donated a couple hundred and I saw a couple other guys donated in the thousands because he needed it. He couldn't work for a couple months. And that's just comedians. We get it. We're there for each other when stuff hits the fan. It sucks about Ralphie, man. That was unexpected to say the least. And then before he passed away, we had the tragedy in Vegas. It's hard to even comprehend that type of evil. And I hate how all these people die. 59, I think, and like 500 people were injured. And it's one guy, he's got all these guns in it, and it went from focusing on him to gun control. Then everybody wants to talk about gun control. Listen, I know gun control is I'm not going to be the guy that's an expert on it, but there's no reason somebody needs a machine gun with a banana clip that you can just peg people off. AK-47s they don't need to be sold. And if you want to say it's for my protection, if that's the neighborhood you live in, or you're worried about somebody coming in your house like that, you need to move or get a better home security system. We have a home security system at my house. Like, there's cameras. You are not going to get in my house and not be seen. Like, if anything happens, you're going to get caught. I guarantee you that. You will get caught. You know, and plus, I think my wife's got cameras in the house that I don't know about. I'm sure she got a secret room with cameras somewhere. I can't say for sure, but I'm sure she does. Listen, most people don't have guns. It reminds me of when I moved to D.C. in the early 90s when I was in the military. And I went through this class, and before I got to D.C., I had everyone back at home in Ohio say, that's the murder capital of the country. And then I get to D.C., and I go through this class, and they said, look, 85% of the murders in D.C. are drug-related. If you're not involved in drugs, nobody's just going up randomly killing people. It's drug-related. And I feel the same way with gun control. I'm like, dude, most Americans ain't got guns. And so why do you need that kind of arsenal? There has to be a limit, because they said that guy kept coming in to the gun shop buying more guns. I don't get it. Or if you really want to know what it's like to fire an AK-47, it should be like one of these cigar bars and wine bars where you go to a what they call a firing range, a gun range. Go there. If it's your gun, it's your gun. You put it back in your locker, but you're not allowed to leave with it. Nah, you can shoot it there, and that's it. Kind of like, they got. Like, I live on a golf course, and they have, if you go to the clubhouse where the golf things are, there's all these little wine lockers, and guys got their name on it, and that's their wine. They don't leave with the wine. The wine stays at the country club. Same way with the guns. If you really want to fire a machine gun that bad, go to a gun range. But you're not allowed to take it home. There's no reason for it. And now we've made this whole Vegas tragedy an argument for gun control, where I really think, and my wife has always said this, look, you can't control crazy. And no matter what we do, they're still going to be crazy. And it happened in Sandy Hook. It happened in Columbine. It happened with Timothy McVeigh. It happened on 9/11. People are going to fight. If they really want to hurt you and people really check out and want to make a point, they'll find a way. And there's going to be more craziness in the future. It's not like we're all everybody just going to get along and this is going to stop. There's just crazy, and you can't control it. But one thing we can do, we can make it really hard for crazy people to hurt other people. And that's where the gun control comes in. But don't make this whole Vegas thing only about gun control. It almost goes back to everybody taking a knee. They made that about the flag and the military. That's not what it was about. It was about police brutality is the reason they took a knee, and it was a peaceful protest. I got no issues with it. But don't make this Vegas thing lose sight of the victims. I saw the one guy, there's one guy, I guess he saved 30 people, and then he got shot in the neck, and the cop saved him. And then I've seen so many different videos and stories this past week of people at that concert that went back and helped other people, and they got to reunite at the hospital. One that just broke my heart, though, there was a guy that met a girl, and they were sitting at like the little beer trough at the concert, and the girl just got shot, and the dude was freaking out like what happened, and he literally picked her up over his shoulder and got her to the hospital and got her cell phone, and he stayed with her, and then they found out she passed away. But he didn't leave until her family got to town. They came in town, and he was staying at the Luxor, and the Luxor let him stay there until the family got there. They extended his reservation. The airline changed his flight, no fees. And he just stayed there until her family got there. And I guess they all went in and checked her out of a room together. And the family just said thank you, because I guess he found her because he loaded her into an ambulance, and then he went back and he got her purse and belongings. And that's when he got her cell phone. And the family was like, he called, the family was calling the phone, and he was the one answering. And I guess he went hospital to hospital to find her. because they said she's got a tattoo, and that's how they figured out who she was. There was a tattoo somewhere on her body, and they said without him answering the cell phone and sticking by him, even though the woman passed away, they don't know if they would have found her like in a timely fashion like they did. I can't imagine being in that kind of chaos where you're sitting there having a good time and then you think fireworks are going off. It's weird. I've only been in a situation in my life where there's been 2 times where I heard real gunshots, like just on the street. And it's weird because it does sound like firecrackers. And it takes a minute for your mind to register, oh shit, that's a gun. It's weird, man. I can't even explain it. Anyway, so, like I said, you can't control crazy. Crazy things are going to happen. There's crazy people out there, and we keep trying to rationalize it, but you can't rationalize crazy. It just is what it is, And there's no reason for people to be able to buy an AK-47. It's ridiculous, mind-boggling. Okay, now we're going to get into sports. The Bengals finally won. They won last week. They beat the Cleveland Browns, and I don't care what people want to say. It was Cleveland. Whatever. I'm going to take it. And we blew them out. Vontez back. Vontez got a bad rep out there, man, but he's trying to play on the straight and narrow, but I almost like him better when he's on the edge. I'm always like, okay, we're going to give Vontez one 15-yard penalty a game. And I just think he's one of those guys, he doesn't realize how strong he is. Because I've shaken his hand before, and it looks like he's just been laying bricks his whole life. There's 2 people that I've shaken hands with that I was like, whoa. Vontez and Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin got some heavy-ass hands. If you seen the movie King Kong, when he reaches down on the girl and picks her up and his hands look really padded, that's what I felt like. I felt like that little lady, because Michael's hands just were so thick, man. I was like, what the heck? The fuck, Harambe? These fucking big-ass hands and shit. And, Adrian Peterson shook my hand, and I thought he was being a dick. It hurt. Like, it hurt my hand when he shook it. I will never shake Adrian Peterson's hand again. Ever. He'd straight getting a pound. Man, that shit hurt, man. I thought he was being a dick. He goes, what's up, man? I'm a big fan. I said, whatever. Hope you never get a Super Bowl ring with them heavy hands. No. That shit hurt, man. It's a big week. It's a big week for my squad, Bengals. We got the Buffalo Bills coming in town. Buffalo's coming off a win over Atlanta. And listen, NFL win is an NFL win, but let's not act like Buffalo beat Atlanta when they were fully healthy. I mean, Julio Jones and Mohamed Sanu was out. That's his top 2 wide receivers. It's hard to win when you a passing offense. Like Atlanta's got a very dynamic offense. It's hard when your top 2 wide receivers are out. Not to mention, Julio might be the best receiver in the NFL. It's not like you got some schmo as your number 1 receiver. You got Julio Jones. So, not taking anything away from the Bills because they listen, man, they got a good, that defense is good. So this week, the Bengals got them, and it's a huge week because if the Bengals can beat the Bills, then they go into the bye week 2-3. It's their bye week the next week. And then they got the Steelers in Pittsburgh the week after that. So if we go into the bye week 2-3, then we're feeling good about ourselves, and we go into Pittsburgh, and hopefully we're rested up and, we handle business. But if we go into the bye week 1-4, and then we got Pittsburgh, it's just going to be like, because for whatever reason, Pittsburgh has Cincinnati's number. I don't know what it is. It's like this is how the AFC North works. Baltimore always plays Pittsburgh tough. Pittsburgh always plays Cincinnati tough. Cincinnati always plays Baltimore tough. It's just how it is. Like, for some reason, Pittsburgh treats us like their stepchild. I don't know if it's mental. I don't know what it is, but they just got our number. They do. People say this all the time. This is our season. This is definitely the season if the Bengals don't beat Buffalo. Not to put any extra pressure on them, but it's definitely, this is it. And I'm always going to get my Super Bowl picks every week. And after week 4, I would say I still pick Atlanta in the NFC, and I'm going with Kansas City in the AFC. And until somebody beats them, I think we always fight about Kansas City because of the stigma. They just never pulled together in the playoffs, and it's been so long since they've been to like the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl. I just think you really don't believe in them, but they're good, man. They got some weapons. They got an offensive line. Alex Smith's back there chilling half the time. And I didn't realize how yoked Alex Smith is. I saw him in a interview, and he just had a T-shirt on because usually he's got a suit on. He got some guns, man. You know what's crazy about Alex Smith is he went to high school with Reggie Bush. It's Helix High in San Diego. Same team, same year they came out. And I think that's just crazy. You got arguably the greatest college running back. I think Reggie's definitely top 5 college running backs. You got Bo Jackson, you got Herschel Walker. Reggie's right there. Even Adrian Peterson, but Reggie's definitely top 5 of all time college running backs. And to have him and Alex Smith on the same high school team, that's crazy to me. That's almost like I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Randy Moss went to high school with Jason Williams, white chocolate from the Sacramento Kings. And that's not a big high school in West Virginia where Randy Moss and Jason Williams went. And I saw the 30. It was funny because I saw the 30 for 30 on Randy Moss where they was talking about Rand University. And Jason Williams was never mentioned. And if you look at the team pictures, you can see Jason Williams in the team pictures. And I guess Jason was the quarterback and Randy was the wide receiver. And then when we went to basketball, obviously Jason Williams was the point guard and Randy Moss was the forward. And they said he was just throwing crazy alley-oops. 2 guys that really, I would say, their rookie year, changed the sport. Randy Moss came in with Minnesota. I'll never forget that year. I don't think I've ever seen a rookie just come on and dominate like that. And the same goes for Jason Williams. I don't remember when 98, and they came out the same year. That 98 year with the NBA, I think it was a strike year, first of all. And the Sacramento Kings were always terrible. And then Chris Webber went there, and he didn't really want to be there. He was complaining. And then Jason Williams came in, and he, more than anybody, changed the culture of the Kings for that little 5-6 year run because he just energized the entire fan base with the no-look pass. And I remember when they did the rookie-sophomore game, he hit that ball with his elbow. He went behind his back and then popped it back with his elbow at the rookie game. You just saw the joy in Chris Webber's face that year. Back then, Chris Webber was searching to find the love of basketball again and to make it fun. And I think Jason Williams did that for him more than anything else. He was getting the ball when he was open. He was on Sports Center every night. I don't care who you are. If you in the NBA, I don't care if you're on for 30 years. Those dudes are not going to tell me they're not looking at ESPN every night, seeing if they're in the top 10 plays. And they're going home making sure. And I'm sure Chris was doing that man. I think Jason just re-energized that entire fan base. And it was the same year Randy Moss came in the NFL. That was just a fun year, period. And the Bengals sucked. That year. No big deal. It's whatever. That took me back to a dark place. Sorry about that. Now, we talk about football a lot, obviously, because I'm just a huge football fan. But basketball season, I think we're 10 days away from opening night. And it just hit me man, this is going to be a fun season. Opening week, you got Oklahoma City first game against the Knicks. And then you got the Carmelo thing. And then Cleveland is opening up with Boston. So you got that going on. And Dwayne, I know it's preseason. I'm trying to temper it, but Dwayne looks like he's 28. I know Dwayne's trainer, David Alexander. He's out of Miami. That dude is always 5 years ahead of everybody as far as working out, getting guys healthy. And it's funny because I don't know how he ended up with LeBron, but he got LeBron, he's got Dwayne, and it seems like every time I see David training people, all of a sudden they're balling out either in the NFL or NBA. And he helped get Ben Simmons healthy. He's got quite a few defensive backs. He's got Carlos Hyde. He trains Carlos Hyde in offseason. A few boxers, a few golfers. David's always ahead of the game, but it's always nice when you got LeBron as your guy. That helps tremendously. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for this NBA season. I'm really looking forward to it. Baseball playoffs are in full swing. I only talk baseball when the playoffs come. Baseball players always look young with their hats on, but as soon as they take them off, they look just a little off. They age about 10 years and they look nothing like they do with their hats on. I remember one time I was in Cincinnati, and this is probably 7-8 years ago, and Alfonso Soriano had already signed the big deal with the Yankees. He had got traded to the Cubs, got the big deal with the Cubs. And he was sitting there, and me and my wife was at some little party in Cincinnati. I don't know. And he's just standing there, and I see all these girls clearly with an agenda. They was, trying to be seen, trying to get noticed, trying to, get a baller, whatever you want to say. And he just stood there by himself the whole night. And I don't even know if he spoke English, but I just remember looking at my wife goes, these stupid hoes have no idea this man is worth $200 million. And he's standing there, right at the bar, by himself. Nobody knew. And I was just like, the dude has more money than everybody in this room put together. And the girls are not paying any attention to him. If you're trying to catch a baller, you got to get on ESPN.com. There's girls out there in this world that work really hard not to work. But one thing I haven't talked about yet was Cam Newton making the comment about the female reporter when she said, you running routes and stuff. And he just said, it's funny hearing a female talk about routes. I don't think what he said was that bad. I just think his tone was wrong. Like if he would have just said, man, he goes, if he would have just like been laughing and been like, that's crazy. I said, as a female, he goes, that if he would have said like, it's kind of dope. Like you're talking like a coach. Because it's just odd because he would have just said, I've never had a female coach or a female coordinator. It's crazy because you're talking like one. That would have been different. But his tone was, it's just crazy hearing a female talk about routes. It was a little like, I don't know, it was dark. It was dark. And that's, and my wife always says it to me, she goes, it's not the words, it's how the words come out of my mouth. It's my tone. And I think his tone was wrong. But what he said wasn't, and then he apologized. And out of all the things going on in the world and all the things athletes have done, that's so minor. It's so minor. And I heard he lost some sponsorship. If a sponsor dropped Cam Newton because of that, they were looking for a reason to drop him. They were looking for a reason. So he did nothing that deserves him dropping a sponsorship. If you look at all the good Cam does, that's what I don't like. As soon as somebody does something minor, that's everything. Everybody look up last year. If you get on YouTube, and I posted it on my Facebook. And I don't know if it's on my YouTube page, though, but I posted on my Facebook page last year when it happened. There was a little kid he was a big Auburn fan, and he was in Atlanta at a hospital, and he was getting ready to have open heart surgery. And it was like a 50-50 chance that he was going to come out of it. And Cam Newton on his day off on Tuesday, I don't know if he drove or flew, but he went to Atlanta just to see that little boy in the hospital the night before he had open heart surgery. And you can see the heart monitor. It's crazy because he's, you got to keep calm. He's got a bad heart. You can see when Cam Newton walked in, it's hard to watch that and not get a little emotional because you can literally see the kid's chest go in and out. Boom, boom. And then you see his beats go up, the heartbeats. And even the nurse is like, wow, look how fast his heart is beating. You can see it. I've never seen a chest just go, like he took a big breath and the chest just went in and out. And, I mean, to me, when I saw Cam do that, I go, all right, yeah, he gets a pass. He can mess up a couple times. and they're acting like he says this one thing and he apologized. Keep it moving. And I really think it'll be gone in a week or so. It'll be gone. When she was talking, I was like, she's talking like an offensive coordinator. Like, and I think that's what he meant. I think it wasn't, it's weird hearing a female reporter. I think he was just like, man, it's just weird hearing you talk like a coach. Like, he basically was almost like giving her props a little bit. If he would have said that's cool, but he said that's weird. And then he just went talking about routes. But he was basically saying, I just wasn't expecting that to come out of your mouth. And to, because this is what athletes, I think they always say is like, they can't stand reporters that don't have their facts straight, that only reporting one side of a story. But I it'll be gone in a couple weeks. Now I'm going to the Raider game tomorrow. The Raiders are playing the Ravens, and I scored some tickets, and I'm going to wear nothing. I'm going to wear black. I'm not a huge Raider fan, but I'm going to wear black because I ain't trying to die. Because you could die at a Raider game. And it's the Mexicans love the Raiders. That's one thing I know. That is the Mexican national team. They're the fucking Raiders. I love all the fucking Raiders. And no other team sounds quite Mexican like the Raiders. You never heard a Mexican guy, hey, the fucking Buccaneers. I like them, man. I like the Buccaneers, man. I like the Pirates and Johnny Depp. I like the Buccaneers, man. I like the ocean. I like the ship and shit. I like the Buccaneers. Yeah, Jimmy Sweetson, I like them. Buccaneers. No, I just sound, hey, the freaking Raiders. Mexicans ride hard for the Raiders. Hard. I love it. I love it. They ride hard for the Raiders. All right, y'all. Well, look, man, once again, condolences to all of Ralphie May's friends and family. Condolences to anyone that was affected by the tragedy in Vegas. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. A lot of times we'll just say, you're in my prayers and everything. It's like, I don't know, just a lot of evil in the world. Can't control crazy, man. Can't control it. Anyways, I'm at Comps this weekend in San Francisco. Next week, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona at Stand Up Live. And then October 19th to the 22nd, I'm in Ontario, California. That's about 40 miles east of LA. That's a great room, too. I always tell comics that go to Ontario improv that don't think you're that funny, because that crowd laughs at everything. Like, the comics go to I just ripped Ontario. I'm like, everybody rips Ontario. It gives you a false sense of how funny you are. It really does. And me included. I just got to be like, what's up? Ah! I said, guys, I just said hello. Out there. I was like, I'm good.
Circles overlap. Because you grew up in Cincinnati?
Cincinnati in a trailer park. So I didn't see black girls growing up. Okay. I just saw them on TV. Good times. That's when I knew. Thelma.
Was that your first black crush?
My God. Thelma. Yeah, everybody else like Joni from Happy Days and all that. I was like, nah.
Have you ever met Thelma from?
I have. She still looks good. Her daughter's good looking.
Oh, she got kids too?
Man, she got one. That's what I heard.
Not yours?
Not mine.
All right, gotta make sure.
No, she's dark.
All right, you got the On Deaf comedy series coming through. What should fans be most excited about?
For me, I wasn't supposed to be on it. When you see the first episode, I was in the audience. And I went to go watch it. And then Tony Rock's the host. Right. And he saw me and he goes, Gary, when did you do Def Jam? I said, I never did. Right. He goes, you never did it? I was like, nah. He goes, you want to do it? I was like, all right. Oh. It was one of them things where I knew I didn't have any paperwork signed. Right. And I knew my agent, manager's going to be mad. Yeah. But you had a mic, you had a captive audience, and everybody stood up like, get up there. So it was like a crackhead and they had a crack pipe. I was like, oh my God, I shouldn't be doing it. I felt like Chris Rock in New Jack City.
Shaking the hands, you were like, oh my God. Crying, the tears coming out.
But I got on. So it went, once I got done, I was like, it's almost like a bucket list, because I don't have like a comic I look up to. Def Jam was what made me want to do stand-up. When I saw like the audience reaction and what Martin was talking about and the crowd going, I was like, that's the shit I want. You know what I mean? Am I allowed to cuss? Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know.
All the time.
You smoke weed, cuss and shit, bro.
My problem.
I might take my pants off.
What's the competition like on the show? Because you have established comedians and you have new ones. What are they going at each other? Is it like?
Nah, it's like
friendly competition.
It's friendly competition. Yeah. It's just like, I think they got like one quote unquote heavy hitter, big name, and then you got 3 up-and-comers every episode, or maybe 2, I'm not sure.
Is there any of the new guys that you see and are like, yo, this guy got it?
You know what? You're gonna think I'm lying. I don't watch stand-up. Don't watch stand-up because I've seen it over the years. There's clones. People might not take jokes, but they take mannerisms.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
I told myself like 9 years ago, I said, I'm not watching it because I want to know my stuff is mine. Right.
You don't want the joke creep. Where it's not stealing the joke, but you steal the idea.
Yeah, because there's a lot of right. I seen like Dane Cook was hot at a time. At one time, he still is, but I see a lot of guys doing Dane Cook movements like I eat, I throw up, I throw up. You know. You're black. I'm scared. I'm scared. I see a lot of that now on stage. I'm like, oh my God.
Right. You used to be in the military. What was your hardest day like? The military.
Hardest day. Now, for 2 years, I was in a presidential honor guard, which is when I was in boot camp, they said everybody over 6 foot with a 34-inch waist, come down and they give you this whole video of you're at the White House, you're doing parades and all these festivals, and there's a lot of pomp and circumstance.
Like sexy.
Yeah, and it looked good. And so I didn't know, like 80 guys signed up. 4 of us made it because it's a huge screening process because you are on the White House lawn a lot. And so I didn't know all this. I didn't know they went back to my high school and talked to my principal and they pulled up all these, made sure I didn't have a police record and all that. Can't be crazy. But that was the hardest because you get out of boot camp and then you go in this thing called training platoon. So you're in boot camp for 2.5 months, then you get 2 weeks off, then you go in this thing called training platoon for 2 months. That was harder in boot camp because you're just stuck in like an attic with like 30 other people and they're just teaching you how to spin the rifles and do your uniforms and march, how you're supposed to march. It was intense, man. It was intense. And it's all dudes. Whoa.
How long were you trapped there in it, all dudes? How long was your, well, not trapped there, but.
Training platoon?
Yeah.
Training platoon was about 2 months.
2 months?
About 2 months. Okay. Yeah, so you're looking at 2 months in boot camp, all dudes, 2 weeks off, and then 2 months again.
Wow.
So those 2 weeks you were
4 months, man.
How did your comedy experience, your comedy training, or your comedy background help you get through that? Were you honed your comedy, or did that affect your comedy at all?
Were you in the barracks roasting like, boy?
No, I was pretty funny because when you're in the honor guard, you get these jackets and it says United States Navy Presidential Honor Guard when you get through the 2 months. And my nickname was Smiley because I was always smiling. You're not supposed to smile all the time.
Right.
I couldn't help my natural face is like a shit-eating grin. So I'd be like online like,
Spinning around.
and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, sorry. I try to get sick. I'm like. I just couldn't hold a straight face. I was the first, I'll tell you what, when I was in boot camp, I was the first guy that got in trouble too the first day. Because it's like 3:30 in the morning, you're in your bunks, you don't know what to expect, and all of a sudden the doors open, garbage can, they're cussing you out and stuff. And I yawned, and the guy walked by me, and I just went, and he was like, am I boring you, motherfucker? And I was like this, I go, no. And he's like, you gotta say sir. I go, no sir. He goes, I can't hear you. So I had to yell no sir. All day my first day, I had to walk around with my mouth open. That was my punishment. And that doesn't seem like it's hard.
It seems.
After about 5 hours, your shit starts to get hard and shit. Like everywhere I went.
Chips in your mouth and shit? Like, what the fuck?
No, just all day. Imagine doing your show for 5 hours, and he's talking, and you can't say shit. You just gotta sit here.
That's actually not bad. We should.
That's me and my beef at 2 a.m. bro.
Yo,
Just
that
calm
was
mouth
tough,
out,
man.
I got him call EMT. Talk about your family a lot. You know what I'm saying? Your family-oriented dude.
Sorry, I'm not contagious.
Is that ever a time? No, he's good. It's not Ebola. It's nothing serious.
Checking.
Just regular.
If you see me
You saw my
changing,
face?
Yeah.
if you see me changing during the interview, though, like just run out of here and
He's good. He's not changing.
I didn't get bit by a Walker.
Walker, that's my show, boy.
Oh, you watch Walker?
Oh my God.
Okay.
I watch Walking Dead so much when I walk into buildings, I'm like, if shit pops off now.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I already told my family they wouldn't make it.
You have a plan.
I wouldn't leave them.
You leaving them?
Oh, I'm
wow.
not,
Talk about this.
I'm different than Rick. Rick, like, we're trying to get back to his family. I go, they're gone.
They're gone.
I would have woke up at the hospital like, they're long
they're dead.
gone.
Fuck it.
I know my wife and kids been dead
He's
for
starting
a minute.
over right now. What's your Walker/zombie survival tips for us? What would be your weapon of choice?
Oh, my weapon, oh God. You want to say a gun, but then it attracts
loud,
more.
right.
Yeah. Just a knife. Just a regular ass.
Yeah,
I don't want a machete.
You want to go in on the fucking zombie like,
Yeah, maybe a machete's probably better.
What do you think,
You
like
don't
a
wanna get
kitchen
too
knife?
close. I'm just like, not a little blade.
knife?
Little blade, like a little
Peel
pen
them.
knife?
A peeler. Like peeling them zombie and shit. Like,
You're like a prison shank.
Just try to kill him with a box
Yeah,
cutter.
machete's probably better.
Okay.
Did your family ever tell you to chill? Like, yo, stop talking about us, bro. They're like, nah, fuck it.
That's how we pay the bills.
Yeah, that's how the bills are paid. She checks me sometimes. Like one time I had a blowjob joke in my act. My wife goes, it sounds like you're still getting that blowjob from that strange girl. So I was trying to reword it. It just wouldn't come out right. So I just lied to her. When she came to the show, I'd reword it. But when she went around, I went back to the original shit. Because I was doing a joke like, yeah, when girls suck your dick. And then she goes, you have to say when girls used to suck your dick.
You gotta change the.
I mean, I did it for her, but once she wasn't there, I'd be like,
back to the present.
Have you ever got a double tapping?
Huh? We're not talking about this.
This is how he got far. He
going.
knows he's not trying to mess with
we're not
anybody.
going there, boy.
What time
Gary
does it
Owens
come
is
on?
smart.
It should come on at 11?
Nah.
We're watching the shit.
Even when Kev got into trouble, right? You know, my wife said, did you see what happened to Kevin? I said, I'm focused on my own career.
Exactly.
What did Kevin do?
What was it? Was that daylight? Was it people calling you? Like, were people like, yo, you want to make a
Nonstop.
comment?
Like I didn't know.
Like the
I
stand-up
didn't-
community was like, yo,
Oh
son,
my God.
yo.
It's
you see Kev?
it was awful because if an athlete or rapper gets busted, that doesn't affect me. I'm a stand-up. But a stand-up, every stand-up had to come home to that shit. My wife was in my edge. Better not that happen to you. I was like, you better not happen to you. Kev didn't fuck himself in that video.
Wait, the girl was asking for how much? It was 10 mil.
That's what she did. She
That's-
overshot.
That overshot.
that's what it is.
Overshot.
What do you feel is a reasonable extortion amount?
10,000.
Okay, anything?
You would
I
have
feel like
got
she
that
could've- I feel like she
and
could've-
tickets to the show.
That's what I'm saying. I thought she could have asked Kev for like,
I'll give you EP on the.
Right.
And he would have been like, all right,
Right. Give me some Tommy John underwear.
yeah.
10K.
Good to go.
Yeah. 10 mil.
What? I'm just gonna give her cash?
Right.
Like, how
That's
we
easy.
doing it?
That's easy to make disappear. People read. Here's the thing. people read the what they're worth and stuff. They don't realize there's IRS, there's agents, there's managers. I mean, whatever you make, half of it's gone
already
before you even do anything. You know what I mean? That's all I tell people. Don't read that shit. I tell that to my other family members. I ain't got it.
Like, I'm pop, baby.
IRS is
Can
on
we
me.
Google Gary Owen's net worth right now? Like, let's see.
It's not correct.
Is it enough that you feel comfortable having this on the internet, or do you wish it was more?
I never looked it up.
never
This is
looked it
gonna be new to me
Here you go.
too.
Let's find out.
I've never looked it up.
Find out Gary Owens' worth.
Bullshit is.
What's he saying? Is that 3 mil?
Oh, 3 million.
3 mil? Okay.
That's what it says.
That's what it says.
He's like,
All right
that's
with
what-
that?
I keep mine. IRS, my agent, my manager, and my lawyer. So that ain't 3 million. I ain't got 3 million just passing
Oh,
on.
yeah,
you know?
what's good?
All right, you once won a funniest black comedian contest in San Diego. How'd you pull that off?
It was a radio call-in. I didn't say I was black or wasn't black. I just called the radio station, gave a little flavor to my voice. Hey, what up? You got a contest? All right then. What time? I'll be there.
Would be, I would have been like,
And I
yo.
showed up and I got in the contest. And interesting about that contest is I met Nick Cannon there. Nick Cannon wasn't in the contest. He was a rapper at the time in a rap group called the Bomb Squad in San Diego.
Wow.
And it was Nick and this other kid, and it ended up Nick ended up being like Ryan Seacrest, and the other kid was like Brian Dunkelman. Like I don't know where he's at now.
Brian Dunkelman.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
But this is a true story. Like, so Nick was in the Bomb Squad, and I met the guy that was managing him at the time, a local guy out of San Diego, and Magic Johnson had the talk show in the late '90s.
Yeah.
He was looking for a co-host, and he came to one of my shows, and I was putting a VHS tape together at my house, and Nick came over as the manager, and Nick goes, "I think I'm gonna start doing stand-up." I was like, "You should." And then the next week, he would go to this place called Mr. O's in San Diego, a little hole in the wall. And Nick went up, I think it was the first time on stage, he was doing other people's jokes. And I told him, I said, "Nick, what are you doing?" I said, "That's so-and-so's joke." He goes, "Yeah, I saw it last night, I thought it was funny." I go, no, you can't do other people's jokes. You gotta do your own shit. So he wasn't doing it on purpose.
He just didn't know.
He was like, he's a teenager.
Right.
He didn't know. I said, "No, you gotta do your own shit." And then he did we went up together and did the Bay Area Black Comedy Competition in '98. And that's where like the Nickelodeon execs saw him. And then he was the warm-up on all that, and the rest is history. But I remember that was the contest where everybody's like, and I said he was a young guy, he was good looking, and he was clean. His material was clean.
Yeah.
So you're in a contest with adults where they're talking about dick and pussy and fucking, and Nick's going up there doing teenage stuff. So I was like, I saw it.
Brilliant.
So.
Did he cut you a check for that? Like, yo, thanks for giving me my
Nope. I got on Wildin' Out this year.
Hey.
So, hey, I only took 20 years. But I appreciate it, man.
It's a big deal.
No, he's a good dude. I was happy for his success. I really was.
I think it's a good deal. Now, black audiences love you, and you don't pander. You're very natural. Like, you're here working with us. You're not,
Yeah.
not getting your Eminem on. Everyone, 315.
Yeah, everybody in the 313.
What is it about, like, why do black people like you? Explain the secret.
Tell us.
Well, my thing is always this. I'm always like, there's a difference between pandering to your audience and playing to your audience. I play to my audience. What I mean by that is, like if I'm at the West Virginia State Fair, I'm not gonna talk about Lil Wayne.
Right.
If I'm at the Apollo, I'm not gonna talk about Garth Brooks.
Right.
You gotta play to your audience, but I'm not pandering and I'm just doing shit to try to get on your side
Right.
and do like, yeah, you got motherfucking crazy motherfucker. I'm not gonna do that. I don't talk like that.
I'd watch
you
that,
know?
though.
You know? Are you what?
Like, yo, this guy motherfucking,
But I think that has got me over, and I've always asked questions if I don't know anything that black community does. I ask on stage, and I give my perspective. Like I did a joke about the black church for a long time. I said, why is it so long? I just don't get it. You know, I prefer white church.
Very quick.
In and out.
45
man.
minutes.
We're at IHOP 10:45.
Oh, wow.
Really?
At 10:45.
Oh my God.
Oh, we just warming up, baby.
Man.
You didn't even get it until 45.
You got black church, and I know this sounds bad, but I recently went to a black funeral. And black funerals is one thing too, because the preacher went up there, and it went from the funeral about the dude that died. Nah, he saw a big audience. He goes, "This is my church. I'm about to get off." He was up there for so long. Literally, a guy had to come aside and goes, "We gotta go. We only got the graveyard for so long. Like, my man is in the hearse. We got about 10 minutes, ladies, do the rest."
You got sunlight. You got to bury this
But he
thing.
kept getting people like, he was like, you know, who has it right with Jesus? Raise your hand. And like a couple hands went up. He goes, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. I'm like, dude,
man.
some of you motherfuckers just raise your hands.
Did you raise your hand?
Hell no, I didn't raise my hand.
You just laying low, like.
I was on stage, I was stuck. Because I spoke at the funeral. So I'm just sitting there stuck behind him like that dude.
Damn, Gary.
Oh, I should have just sat in the audience.
Yo, since you were $3 million, what was your first millionaire balling purchase that you ever made? When you was like, yo, I made it.
Doesn't even have to be like.
See, I'm dating myself. I'm dating
do
myself
it.
because I bought a big screen TV.
Hey,
The big one
hey,
that didn't
the
fit
big
in the
dash-
door.
Ah.
That shit was like that. It was so big that when we sold the house, we had to leave the TV because we could no longer, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit.
Ah.
It didn't fit the living room or nothing. It was just way too big for everything. And it wasn't like the flat screen. And it was bad because flat screens came in like the next year.
Right.
So my shit went from hot.
We're
Yeah,
from hot to just trash in like a year.
It's happened like twice. One time I bought a brand new GMC Denali, and then they changed the front end like 6 months later.
I
Now
hope
it
they
looks
did
like it's
that.
some bullshit. I went, I just bought this. They gotta tell you when they change it. It's like buying your favorite player's jersey and it gets traded. Now you got this old ass.
So it's still
jersey.
your team, but the player's gone now. Like I want to rep the team, but he's gone, and then
Exactly.
Been there,
like
bro.
you got a Dwayne Wade Heat jersey, and he goes to Chicago. I just got it, D Wade. I just got it.
Are you in Cleveland? I know you fucking about whole
Right.
Damn, bro.
That's what I felt like. So that was my big purchase was the big screen
TV.
Yeah. That was,
Respect that.
man.
What's your take on transracialism?
I don't talk about stuff I can't spell.
That's smart. That's a smart take.
I can't spell it.
So we have this guy, and he says that he identifies as Filipino. Basically, he says that after, did he actually go to the Philippines? What was it? He just found out Filipino culture, and he feels like it touches him inside, and it's something that he.
Why can't he just say, well, white dude likes Filipino culture?
No, he wants to.
He's like, I'm Filipino fan. He's like,
I think he just wants to like root for Pacquiao or something.
I'd watch the History Channel sometimes for hours, you know, whenever it came to that, and you know, nothing else intrigued me more, but you know, things about, you know, Filipino culture. I think if you're unhappy with who you are,
He looks
you
unhappy
paint
as a
yourself
kid.
as-
yeah, he's like, damn. He's like, I wish I was Filipino.
That's not.
He's
That's
not
not
happy.
No one looked at the photo and was like, I wish.
Not a
it's
happy
a sense of
childhood.
privilege.
You think people can be transracial?
Stupid. That's stupid.
You know what?
That's stupid. You don't have him on your show.
Oh no.
No.
You have nothing but illustrious guests.
All right. I'm
Yeah, I'm gonna have Gary Owens and have him on there.
Exactly.
Like, you call us and be like,
I'm not saying
Drop off.
I'm not saying I'm better than people, but I am.
You are. He hasn't hosted Comic View. Like, he hasn't.
He's done nothing. He doesn't even like himself.
Have you been to the Philippines?
No, but my mom and dad had me in high school. I always say I was a homecoming baby because my birthday's in July, so I did the math. I was conceived in October. So my dad was in the Navy, and he was stationed in the Philippines in the 70s. So I'm pretty sure I got some brothers and sisters over there. Pretty sure.
Totally
I'm
possible.
pretty sure there is a half white, half Filipino killing the
Killing it.
karaoke.
Killing it.
Look at this guy.
Killing. That's not him.
That's not him?
My dad did not knock off his mom.
Oh,
Gotta give my dad
Gary.
some props. He ain't got a lot of standards, but I know he didn't knock his mom off. My dad was slanging back in the day, man. He was bringing him in. I used to go to his apartment, man. One time my dad would pick me up, right? Like he would, sometimes he wouldn't show up on Sundays, right?
Right.
So one time he picked me up and I stayed all night with him. And he was in an apartment, but his couch, I laid down on it. His bedroom was one bedroom, but the bathroom's over here. So he had to walk by. So in the middle of the night, chick knocks on the door. He thinks I'm asleep. So I see him like taking the chick back to his room, right? And like an hour later, I see my dad just walking across naked to the bathroom, right? And that's the first time I saw like a male adult naked, right? So I'm like 8. And I was like, oh, snap. I literally told my mom, stop harassing him for child support because I got a blessing coming later on in life. Because I thought my dad was the most hung motherfucker on the planet. I was like, holy cow.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, Dad.
That's a whole other episode. 'Cause I think
That's amazing.
Every guy has
I
that
like
thing.
this. I woke up like,
Yo.
I kept looking down at my stuff like there was nothing there. I was
Come on,
8.
come
I was
on.
like, come on.
Gary Owens, what would you like your rainbow to say?
I won my 3rd grade spelling bee.
Did you? What was the word?
Groceries.
Spell it.
Groceries. Groceries.
Gary Owens. Right. He can spell.
And I won. I remember what I won. A deck of Unos.
Hey.
Uno cards.
Damn, you really
my
black. You
God.
like Uno?
You're watching the Deezus and Miro YouTube channel.
So subscribe, click the buttons, all the buttons right here. This is the real YouTube shit. You know what I'm saying? Out here.
Gang, gang.
Squad.